So do I sense their swarm leaving?
You sense it getting much, much dimmer. And it's starting to scatter. And yes, it is moving, feel it moving downwards.
I'm going to tell Adrex that I feel it going down. I'm going to start heading down the stairs, see if I can find another hole to shoot them from.
Okay. Make a...
Bullshit.
Well, here's the thing. You're not going to be able to make a perception check because your ass is blind.
No, I know. That's why I want Adrex to come with us.
Oh, okay. So you're waiting.
Yeah.
Are you going to...
I'm waiting, and then if Adrex can find a hole, I'm going to shoot in it. So I'm holding my action to shoot.
So you're telling Adrex to come down the stairs to the bottom floor.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because I sense the rats going down there.
Red.
Can I use a piece of flint to light the shaft of an arrow on fire?
It would only stay lit for a couple of moments, but I'll say it's good enough if you're going to fire it in the lamp oil.
Yep. And then move in. What do I see?
You see no more rats, but you see another small opening against the back wall here.
Just fire my arrow point blank into it.
Okay. Oh, this is big enough for you to squeeze into.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. And back here... You see a skeleton back against this wall. A short and fat one. Bigger than Birdie, but shorter than you, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Picked completely clean. Bleach white skeleton. And laying across what's left of its lap is a very fine masterwork pickaxe. Beyond him, in this back corner, you see the tunnels sharply decline down into a hole to the floor below. And you see the rats are escaping down that hole.
Cunning action dash and let loose with an arrow.
Okay. Roll it.
Never mind, Adrex. Red got him.
I don't know about that. That's only going to hit an armor class of 7.
7 does not hit. So you fire the arrow down, but the awkward shape of the tunnel makes it difficult to hit.
Do you let Raazu know that there's a path down in there?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
see. I have 20 feet of movement left after cunning action. 5, can't really squeeze out. Raazu is tunneling down.
You guys
Okay.
would be able to go through this tunnel as well.
We would be able to? Okay.
Yes. That's going to bring us to Adrex.
That'll be exciting.
Let's go down.
Okay. Let me save this map. This is floor 2. Let's go down to floor
Man, let me
1.
I was about to say, let me count how much movement it's going to take me to get through that.
We all know you can't count. Adrex. So you and Wendy. Wendy has a... Well, Wendy's already at the bottom of the stairs, yes?
Yeah, I ran down there to wait for him.
Okay. Adrex, make a investigation check.
I'm so bad at these. Yay! Yeah! All right.
How'd you do?
That one.
That one. There's lots of little cracks and fissures and things down at foot level that might be mouse holes. It would take you a couple minutes to go around the perimeter of the room and check them all out.
Try that one. Andrex points.
And that'll set loose Wendy's held action, and I'll just shoot.
Adrex, roll percentile.
If you get them, and I fucking kill these rats because you randomly picked a mouse hole,
I'll give you a 5% chance.
roll
Okay.
1.
All right, Pink's 10s.
Okay.
Hot one!
Ah! You did it!
Hot one!
Wendy, roll a hit.
My shitting rolly pays off. How about that? Yeah.
That's a 17?
Roll damage.
Okay.
Pleased to be enjoying 17 magical piercing.
Wow. That's amazing.
Wendy.
Yeah.
Adrex comes down the stairs, and you hear him go, over there! You turn in that direction and let loose an arrow, and you feel the lights on the other side. The brains of the remaining rats completely dim.
Windy turns around. That was incredible, Adrex. I don't know how you spotted it that fast.
Thanks to the old Brainium.
Adrex, you realize the place you pointed to at the floor isn't even a place that you looked at. You just randomly... And looking
Wendy
now,
doesn't
you
know
still don't
that.
see a mouse hole.
Brainial and the cranial.
Blind leading the blind.
That was incredible.
Okay, that's going to bring us back to... Oh, this is a different...
Yeah,
initiative order.
it fucked our initiative. I was on 10.
Yeah, well, I was one below you, I think. Right?
I
Go ahead
think
and
the
place
monster.
yourself where you were.
I think the monsters were on 10 as well.
Yeah, I was at 6. I know that.
Oh yeah, I want to say I rolled 1 below Raazu.
We'll just get rid
Yeah.
of Birdie.
That's the right.
fine.
I don't know if that's the right initiative number. But that's the right
No,
one.
no, this is a different monster entirely.
Oh. Oh, it's gasp.
So,
Dragon turtle.
Red and Raazu upstairs.
Yeah.
It is Razu's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Red has indicated that the rats are disappearing down a hole.
And that's
In the
where
back of
that's
this.
where Razu's gonna go, and she's gonna use a dash action to get through there.
Okay. So let's go ahead and...
Can't fucking believe that one.
That was
I'm
incredible.
gonna tell this story to people and they're not gonna believe me.
It was pretty astounding. Raazu, you squeeze your way down this hole, and it's incredibly difficult to navigate your halberd down, but you end up in this kind of windy tunnel that kind of splits off either direction. You don't hear the skittering of any rats in any of these directions. You're so turned
Okay.
around, you don't know which way is which.
That's probably all of my movement anyway. Nothing in.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I
you
already-
took all your movement to squeeze into the tunnel and squeeze down, and
So that's gonna conclude my turn there.
okay. Wendy, you
Yeah.
feel another presence on the inside of the wall, but it feels more familiar to you now. It doesn't feel like the rats.
Alright. Shout out, Raazu, is that you? I think I got him.
Raazu calls out, says, "Wendy, there's a tunnel leading down here, down to the lower floor."
Go back up. I'll come down with you. Maybe that psychic defense has gone down now that we've killed the rats.
Is that Wendy's turn?
I'm gonna start going back up.
Back up the stairs?
Mhm.
Red, Raazu blows past you and squeezes her way down the tunnel. Then you hear her and Wendy muffled through the stone.
And I'm assuming I probably won't be able to get past Raazu if I enter that tunnel myself. Looks
You
like
will
it's
not be
pretty
able to
tight
physically move
squeeze just
past
for
her, no. But I'll let you come
Yeah.
down on either side of her that you want to be.
Yeah, let's slide down over to here then. On this side.
Okay. I'll give you a little more of the tunnel in that direction, since you can kind of see around that corner.
Sweet.
And you have a little bit more movement because you were further into the tunnel than Raazu was to start.
Yeah. I can move to here, and then I still should actually have my cunning action if I want to move more from there.
I think Wendy's gonna be coming around the other way from the top.
So what do I see down the other two passages?
You see the passages continue. They fork off once again. And from this direction, you start hearing a buzzing sound.
A lot of dagger.
Bees.
Pull out a dagger.
It's the mind bees.
Adrex,
Yeah, no, let's go up.
you're following Wendy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, when you guys get to the top of the landing up there, Wendy, you no longer feel the psychic presence in the stairwell or in that hallway.
Alright. So you can just assume we're gonna be heading back there at normal speed. If it becomes required to, like, if we sense crazy bee shit going on, we'll start dashing, step of the winding, all that.
Yeah.
If you dash next round, I'll let you get to the... You're probably able to squeeze into the first part of that cave behind the armoire.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I am for that.
First, I have to destroy Red's world. Red.
Oh, God.
Mhm.
Oh, not the bees.
I have a 9
Uh-huh.
to hit you.
Uh-huh.
Does that do any good?
No, that's not. You're gonna have to roll better.
Okay. From around the corner, you see a swarm of buzzing insects. A whole cloud of them filling up pretty much the entire tunnel. And they swarm in and all around you, and you feel sharp pokes all over your face.
But he's fine, because Red has no emotion, so he's very thick-skinned.
I just looked at this thing's stat block, and it has an ability called Detect Blasphemy.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
No, go ahead.
Raazu,
What do you got?
You're up.
Red, drop your head. Raazu switches to a whip and
Okay.
goes to crack it at the swarm.
Okay,
Check your head.
let's see it.
That is a 19 to hit. Does a 19 hit?
It does, in fact, hit, yes.
Excellent. That's going to be 6 damage. 6
6
slashing damage.
And you're cracking the whip.
Yep.
And you do so, and some of these insects drop out of the air. They're like... They have a similar wingspan to dragonflies, and you looking at them, you see them poking at Red's face with these almost whip-like barbed tails. Moving or staying put?
Staying put.
Wendy and Adrex, you guys dashing to the armoire this round?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Red, you got a bug problem.
Yep. Let's go ahead and give Raazu a little bit more room to get in, and then try and stabbing it at them from around the corner.
Okay. I'm going to give them an attack of opportunity because you left their threat range.
Can I disengage then? Sorry. That'll only hit 10.
10 does not hit. And I mean, it's just difficult with this cloud of insects around your head to get your weapon out and strike a blow.
It took a... Oh, no, it has to be within 5 feet. Never mind.
That's the end of Red's turn.
Okay, that's going to bring us to Adrex. Adrex is dashing to the armoire.
It's bee time.
Bees.
Oh, God.
Raazu, we'll go with you first.
Sure.
You will bring back your
Have an
fancy
8?
honey.
Nope.
Red, I have a 5.
No.
As the large swarm splits into 2 halves and engulfs, and you get both again feel all of these little pokes and pierces and stings all over your face as the cloud envelops your head. That's going to bring us to Raazu again.
Red, this is not the best time we've ever had, eh?
I think we've been in worse.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a step backward. Wait, would that count as leaving its threat range? Because I'm
Yes.
still staying within 5 feet.
Well, its threat range is 0 feet, so yes.
Oh, okay, then never mind. This will be silly. Raazu kind of whips the air in front of her,
Just cracking the whip up around your head.
basically.
Is this even the dumbest fight you've had today?
It's up there. That's only a 12
Let me tell you
to
about
hit.
this one that got rolled.
This is a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit. It's just
Okay, then.
awkward trying to crack this whip up in your face.
Yeah, that is a 14 to hit.
14 will hit. That'll do it.
Excellent. Narrowing it down.
We almost instigated a fight with a banshee again.
7 damage to the swarm.
Okay. And you're staying put there?
Yep.
Wendy. With, I'm going to say, 40 feet of movement, you could drop literally down on top of Red's head.
Okay, well, I've got 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
On red? Because I thought we appeared
Not
like
Red,
right.
Raazu.
I thought we appeared like right there.
Oh, you're right. You guys would move a little bit south. So no, you'll drop down into this square here.
Oh, okay. I'll do that, and then do I have enough room to take a shot at the bees on Raazu?
You have no awareness that there are any bees. I mean, you hear a loud buzzing sound and you see Razu's brain, but
Does Raazu's brain making bee-related motions?
no, you're just aware of its presence.
Alright. Can I
In
still
other
shoot
words, you don't have
blind
a
like that?
target except for Rasu's brain. You can fire at Raazu if you want.
Can I fire near Raazu? I'm asking if I can fire blindly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aren't these things making a lot of buzzing noise?
Oh yeah, very loudly, but the whole tunnel is filled with it. You're not going to pinpoint the location of these insects.
Raazu, don't
based on
move.
the noise. Yeah, you're being stung by hundreds and hundreds of insects. Don't move, whatever you do.
Bye-bye, 20.
That's an 11.
11 does not hit. Raazu, an arrow zings by your ear and clatters against the wall.
I told you not to move! I'll fire again.
What have I done?
That's a 13.
A 13 does not hit. Raazu, the other ear, gets zinged with an arrow.
Good news, we found out it's AC.
Wendy, moving or staying put? Did you bring this
If
torch with
I
you?
stay here, is Adrex not going to be able to get past me?
I would let him decide which side of you he drops onto.
Okay, so he could land here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll stay put.
Red.
Cunning action, disengage,
Okay.
and let's go stab some bees around Raazu.
All right.
If they're on her square, they're adjacent to her, right?
That's correct, yes.
Can't be more adjacent than that.
That only hits an armor class of 10.
Nope.
No, no good. You're stabbing out with your dagger and just catching air.
That's the end of Red's turn.
You can't bonus action dagger?
I bonus action to disengage.
Oh, right, alright, sorry.
Yeah.
Adrex, you don't have quite as much movement as Wendy does. If you use 40 feet of movement, you can get down onto the square on either side of Wendy.
Brr. But 40 feet of movement means I got to dash.
So you dash
Yep.
down there?
Yeah.
Man, Adrex drops down like a lump into this space.
And
You're
he
all
sees-
squeezing in this tunnel. These tunnels are made for small creatures at best.
See, I would have been at disadvantage anyway.
And Adrix sees all the bees, and he's just like, man, I need like a smushing weapon. That's what I need.
A lot of bees, and it's
Tennis racket.
also rapidly filling up with smoke because Wendy's carrying a lit torch in poorly ventilated tunnels.
Oh, wait, I don't have a lit torch.
Okay.
I can't. I have my, my
Who's carrying the
dim light
ball
torch.
gown?
Wendy is carrying it.
How?
In a pack.
In a pack? Adrix, there is no light down here, but you see Wendy's pack giving off a faint glow.
Adrix's eyes go wide.
There's your faint light torch.
Thanks.
Oh, do you have that out?
Yeah.
Okay, then Adrix, you don't see anything going wrong with Wendy's pack.
Adrix's eyes are fine.
All right.
B time.
Hey, Raazu.
Hey, what's up?
I have an 18.
Hey, you hit me.
Red, I got a 7.
No.
All right, I feel like I do have to read the description of this attack from the book. Raazu, take 1 point of piercing damage.
Uh-oh.
Owie.
Uh-oh.
With supernatural speed, the insects repeatedly pierce the target's face, each time threading a loop of the target's own skin through the previous hole.
Yeah.
These skin loops rapidly blacken, shrink, and draw the orifice tightly closed.
Ah.
And it does this to your mouth. You feel your lips pull close together, so tight that breath cannot get through.
Brick Road just
Yeah.
doesn't want me to talk anymore.
You can
That's
still
it.
talk. Raazu can't anymore.
Mm.
I remember when I was a kid, I saw that episode of Twilight Zone where like the kid punishes his sister by taking away her mouth. She's got this like smooth skin on the bottom of her face. Shit gave me nightmares for months.
That's a classier reference than just saying the.
Goosebumps.
Did Goosebumps do that too?
I think so.
I wasn't a big purveyor of
Goosebumps kept killing dogs, and it made me so upset every time.
Raazu, you cannot talk or breathe or speak out of your mouth.
Whip, 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 whip.
It's alright, Raazu doesn't speak out of her mouth anyway.
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Oh no, wait, not a D10. What am I thinking? This is a whip. Nah. That's 7 damage right there.
I'm sorry, 7 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Extra attack. That's gonna hit as well.
What AC did it hit?
25.
That'll hit.
Yeah. That's five more damage.
5 more damage.
Slash.
As you start frantically cracking this whip all around your head. And here and there, you're popping these dragonfly-like insects out of the sky. Moving her
I imagine
snake
I imagine like at this point she's like just holding the core, you know, beating the swarm with that. Might be a little more effective than, you know, just this flailing the single tail out and about.
Windy, you're up.
Alright. Yeah, I think...
You think what?
I'm just thinking to myself, until Adrex moves forward, I can't, because I'd be blocking Adrex, so I'm going to take another blind shot.
Okay. They're going to have...
That?
I'm going to give them 3/4 cover, because you do have to fire around Adrex.
That's fine, I have a sharpshooter, so I ignore it.
This doesn't make any sense at all.
I sense the wind moving through the tunnels!
Do you hit?
That is a 17.
17 will hit.
Or...
This is ridiculous.
Against all odds, you actually hit.
That for 15 magical piercing,
Okay.
No, that was hitting the rats.
and then a miss. Oh wait, actually, sorry. Add another 1 point of damage to that first hit,
Okay.
and that's it for me.
It's going to bring us to red.
Let's go ahead and keep stabbing the ones around Sue.
Okay. Looks like there's about
Or start
a little
stabbing.
under half of that swarm remains.
It's a 21 in armor class,
That'll hit.
and these are adjacent to her.
Yep.
So Raazu speak no evil, and I'm see no evil.
That'll do 19 piercing damage.
Okay. You throw out a very few well-placed stabs in the air around Raazu's face. The rest of the swarm disperses, and they are no more.
Let's go ahead and stab the ones around me with my offhand. That'll hit armor class of 24
24 will hit.
for 3 piercing damage.
Okay. Then are you moving or
And that's
staying
the end
put?
of Red's turn.
That's the
Staying
end of
put.
Red's turn. Okay. Adrex.
Well, good thing Adrex has used his breath weapon already. Tee.
Evasion's next level, buddy.
Yeah, with absolute amazing careless abandon, hurl an axe right at that swarm.
Okay. Definitely giving it 3/4 cover because you got to try to hurl this axe around Raazu.
And theoretically around red.
I think that's a -1.
-1 does not hit.
Okay.
You didn't underflow its AC?
Negative armor classes are only good in first and second edition.
Let's hurl a javelin now.
Okay.
Because I get 2 attacks.
Sure.
First, you're not going to lose it in these tunnels.
Exactly. That's -5, so 17.
17 will hit.
All right. That first one actually was a -1 because I forgot to add my modifiers to it, but it doesn't matter. It wasn't going to hit anyway. This one will, and it hits for 8 damage.
8 damage. And you whip this javelin, and it's just so awkward throwing a javelin from 5 feet away through these twisty little passages when 80% of your field of view is taken up by Raazu. But you do
Raazu,
manage
move
to
your
spear
butt.
some of these insects. Adrex, moving or staying put?
I don't think I can go anywhere. I'm staying put.
Red.
Mhm.
Oh, it's not. The swarm's not leaving your threat range. Never mind.
Huh. Why does it
Raazu.
like Raazu so much?
Because they already got their bullshit off on me once. Now they're gonna finish.
I have a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Take 1 point of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
As with supernatural speed, etc., they sew your nostrils together. You can no longer breathe. You immediately begin to suffocate. It's going to bring us to Raazu.
Flail, flail, flail.
So what is your Constitution score?
Constitution score is 18.
So you got a +4 modifier?
Yep.
Okay. You can hold your breath for 5 minutes. That's just an interesting fact I thought you might like to know.
Hey, I can play Blitzball. That's a 16 to hit.
No, Blitzball takes fucking an hour and a half. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What'd you get
16
to hit?
to hit.
16 will hit.
I can make the Jack shot.
That's 7 damage. The swarm.
Okay, you're attacking with your whip?
Yep.
Okay.
And then extra attack. That's only a 10. So
Is the panic beginning to set in?
a little bit, yeah.
Wendy.
Well, every round is 6 seconds.
120 rounds remaining. Yeah, I'll take a couple shots near Raazu.
Near Raazu, okay.
Whoa,
Wow.
that is a 21.
21 will hit.
For 22 magical piercing. And then the other one's just a 12.
12 does not hit.
No.
So you had one magic arrow and one that didn't do anything for you at all.
Yeah.
Moving or staying put?
I'm staying put. Hey, 21 magical piercing. It's nothing to sneeze at. I mean, Raazu can't sneeze, but
Looks like about half of this swarm is dead too.
I think it would hurt if I sneezed. So I'm not anxious to try.
Your head would explode. Red, you're up.
Let's go ahead and try stabbing the swarm.
with supernatural swiftness, they begin tickling you.
So 14.
14 will hit.
For 16 piercing damage.
Okay. No, with stabbing with a dagger.
Yep.
And then are you
And
moving
then
or
I'll go-
staying put?
I'm gonna, as a bonus action, give Adrex advantage on his next attack against the swarm, and that's the end of Red's turn.
All right. It is Adrix's turn right now. Could you be the guy right here, Adrix?
Advantage!
There's 2 ones. Here it comes.
Don't say it, Bertrand.
He already
Why
rolled
did you-
one.
See, an 18,
Ah,
14.
suck it, DM. That is a 26.
I will commence sucking it immediately.
I didn't know you were John Romero.
Hey, 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay. You have a second attack forthcoming?
I do.
Do it to it.
It is a 24.
Also hits.
I think that one broke the curse.
On the percentile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 damage.
6 damage. And take your sword with a few well-timed pokes. You disperse the rest of this swarm. Most of them drop dead to the ground. The rest of them disperse harmlessly out into the tunnels. And Raazu is looking very, very distressed.
Raazu grabs Red's the collar of his shirt, points to her mouth.
Adrex, you might want to get a look at this. Can we get that light over here?
I'll kind of start leaning forward.
Is there a scalpel in that kit?
In the healer's kit? Sure.
Raazu holds the dim light torch. turn around and face Adrex.
Very carefully start plying away those stitches, I guess.
It takes 2 actions and a sharp blade to sever the loops and reopen the orifice, and the process causes intense pain and 2 slashing damage. So Rossi, take 4 points of slashing damage.
If it's Adrex, it's probably 8.
Oh, thank you very much.
Over the course of 4 actions.
And yes, I am holding my nose to talk like that.
Someday, I'm going to throw a bunch of swarms of these at players and watch as they frantically try to use 2 actions to undo what takes them to do 1 action to do.
They should just fly into your mouth first. That's horrible.
But yeah, I am literally.
These are
holding my
obviously
nose for
intended to
this.
shut down spellcasters.
And Raazu, you are... well, they can blind you, too. They can also sew your eyes and ears shut. They're disgusting creatures.
Okay.
Thank you, Kobold
I'm not gonna
Press Tome of Beasts.
I'm not gonna hold my nose this entire time. Holy shit.
And Raazu is
only 12
bleeding
seconds.
from the
Against
lips
your
and nose. After Adrex gets done, but you can breathe again.
Okay. Did they get my? Did that open up my nose as well, or is that?
I'm assuming he's not leaving your
Okay.
nose sewn together.
Okay.
But what if
All
it
right.
was?
Oh. Oh. Thank you, Adrex. Well, that was fun.
So what did he do?
I want to listen actively to see if I can hear anything else in these tunnels, and I'll motion for everyone else to be quiet for a moment.
You don't hear any more buzzing, if that's what you're getting at. It's very silent. You don't hear
Or
buzzing,
anything else moving down here. Okay.
scuttling of rats.
Can I do an active perception to attempt to sense anything?
You can only sense you and your companions at the moment.
Okay, and I'll let Raazu know that, or I'll let Red know that. There's nothing intelligent.
In fact, from this
Good.
distance, you can't even sense the illithid.
All right, well,
Hey, where are we?
We're in
sort
the
of rat
wardrobe?
hole.
Yeah, we're this is the rat hole. Welcome back to
Is
the
there
rat hole.
anything in the end of this?
No, these tunnels, whereas the little warren you were in above looks like it was mined out of the stone, down here, these look like they were created by creatures of some kind of burrowing creature.
Mm.
But yeah, you just reached the dead end of the tunnel.
Okay.
I'll
Nothing to
pass
see
it
here.
back to Wendy. All right, Adrex, since we can't really squeeze past each other, you're leading the way down.
Actually, I'm leading the way.
I was say, yeah, which
No,
which
I'm
way is
going this
Adrex?
way.
Which way is
way.
Adrex leading? Okay.
That way.
I'll pass my torch over to Adrex then if he's leading.
Thank you.
Look back this way.
Does Red see my back start to glow?
No. Raazu.
Hmm.
Looking up this direction, you feel a cool air.
The air's different coming through here.
And stepping up
Sorry,
this way,
that
it
was
starts
me.
to incline downwards a little bit. Until you reach a hole bored down into the stone. There is some kind of slick mud or slime around the outside of this hole. And if you're not careful, the hole's big enough, you'd be able to slide down into it.
Pass me the light. Active perception.
Do you describe that?
Yeah.
I shoot the hole.
You just shoot an arrow down the hole,
Yeah.
and that happens.
Alright.
Raazu, you crane the light over looking down, and you can't see anything. You can't see the bottom of the hole. It just disappears into blackness.
That seems like a bad scene. Pass this back to Adrex.
The walls of the hole do seem slick with this substance.
I'm gonna keep an eye on
Yeah,
Oh.
we can maybe hold a rope for someone to go down there later.
I'm gonna keep an eye on that while everyone else goes forward because I don't trust it.
Anything interesting about this 8, Brett?
No, that's just to
Alright.
let me know that these are the tunnels.
You got it.
Red,
Does
you
this? Yeah, at the end of this one, is there anything noteworthy, like any rat holes or anything?
You reach a dead end, but you do notice a hole in the brickwork down at foot level, and it seems to be stopped up with something.
Pull out the crowbar, see if I can't open it up.
And you chisel away at it for a moment. You realize that somebody's just patched this hole with mortar, and looking through, you can see the base of the, I'm sorry, not the base, but the landing of the spiral staircase beyond.
And they mortared this one up.
Yeah, that's good.
Mortar, though, no stone.
And once I see red go around the corner, I'm going to back away this way.
Area is weird. How about here?
Adrex, you find yourself squeezing into a dead end up this way. Anybody who comes behind you is going to have a big old face full of your butt.
Thwack. Thwack. Thwack.
Are you wagging your tail?
Yes.
Right, you find a dead end down this way as well.
Okay.
I'll back my way back until the point where Adrex can go down that tunnel.
Oh God, sorry.
Sorry. Sorry, what, Adrex? Sorry.
Well, you can't give her a black eye, at least.
What about over here?
Same
Corners
thing.
around.
Examining the wall, you find where there's a hole in the bottom, but it's been stopped up with mortar.
Crack the mortar out. Do I see the stair landing again?
Yep, you see the landing that goes up to the second floor and then down to the dungeon. Dead end.
Ah.
I can't.
All right, I guess we go up and out and go back.
Unless we
Also
want to
wanna-
examine that hole.
Slime hole. But totally not Sarlacc pit.
I'll,
Yeah, that's-
I'll tie a rope around myself and tie the other end around Red if you want.
I'd rather you pit it into the wall.
Now, Wendy, you could
Alright.
fit down this hole, but you don't have the wingspan to fly up and out of it, if it
Yeah.
comes to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hammer a pitman into the wall, like right here, where it's got a little bit of space where it can grab.
Okay.
Tie
finds,
rope off.
it finds
Give it-
purchase there.
Yeah, I'll tie rope harness around myself and slide down.
You start sliding down this hole, and after 10 feet or so, it starts to widen out a little bit. And after 50 feet, you're dangling at the bottom of this rope, and the hole continues downward.
Is it
Find anything?
while I'm dangling? I've still got 60 feet of dark vision. Is it still narrow? It's just a little bit wider, or am
It
I like
starts
in an
to
open
widen
space?
the lower you go. You assume,
Uh-huh.
looking down below you, it does continue to widen out even more.
No, it's yeah. I think this just drops right into the chasm. Pull me up. I don't have any handholds anymore.
One
Hold
second, I just want to check. And I'll call to Raazu. I'll say,
Hmm.
use one of those torches I gave you, light it up, and toss it down there.
That's
You'll be able to see if it keeps dropping.
Red, can you light a torch?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna drop one down to you.
No, I've got torches. Don't drop a burning torch
They
on
start
me.
throwing shit
I'm
down
not
the
gonna
toilet.
light it, you idiot!
The rope catches fire, and now we're in real trouble.
I'm not gonna light it, you idiot. Drop the torch. Drop the unlit torch down toward Red.
Okay. Take out a piece of flint, light it.
And just drop it down.
Yep.
And you see it fall, and eventually just the speck of it disappears into blackness.
Alright, good to know. Let's pull him back
Didn't
up.
hit anything.
All right, yep. Pull him back out. Let me dock myself a torch real quick. And see, it's great because Birdie's not here. He can't cry about me yelling at him for throwing torches away.
To be fair, that was my torch. From
Alright.
my stash of don't need these anymore.
I guess we climb in and up and out, and then we go talk to Mr. Squidface. He never actually gave us his name. That's kind of weird, but
Adrex, I'm going to take the torch back so that I don't have to update my character sheet.
I'm going
Thanks.
to go ahead
buddy.
and make a quick straw poll here. So, are we going to wrap things up with the squid face for this session? Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's a
seems
good
like a
place
good
to
way to
stop
end
it.
up.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and post the straw poll into the Twitch chat there, so enjoy that. Let me save this map now that we've kind of cleared it all out. This is floor 1. And you return to the Illithid's quarters.
Yep.
And he tells you that he no longer senses the vile presence. And he asks, mostly as a formality, whether this was your doing.
Yep, that was us.
This place is weird. Magical rats and crazy bees that sew your mouth.
Yeah, that was certainly an experience that I don't want to repeat.
He tells you then with the danger dealt with, that he can accompany you to Inkatcha's quarters and show you how to use that handle to open her door safely.
Okay.
He also has a whole bunch of information on the clockwork trap that you guys could ask him about now, that he's willing to talk about, that you've killed the cranial rats. But, you know.
Well, that happened.
He'll have to give us some other sort of gift, like being able to sense enemies.
Yeah, no, like he shows you like schematics for it that he found here in the libraries, and it's really interesting.
About a schematic for a freaking talking skull. Is that in there anywhere?
He doesn't know anything about any talking skull.
Yeah, I bet not.
All right, so next session, we're going to take the fight to the Ghost Draw. Is that the plan? Or do you guys want to do more
Can't think of
Pokemon
anything else
elsewhere?
we have to do.
Yeah, I can't think of
Okay.
anything else.
So you do receive a commendation from our friend the Illithid. I am going to erase all of last week's experience so you guys don't get it again.
A commendation, like he hands us like a sheet of paper that we can present to any other illithids we come across, like a diploma.
Yeah, it's like no, you can't eat our brains immediately.
Do
Yeah, but
not
we
make
haven't-
them thralls.
Probably would not be a good idea with this particular Illithid.
Oh, this is one of the exiled ones.
Yeah.
Because they dabble in magic or something, I bet.
Well, Adrex doesn't know anything about that.
Well, no, of course Adrex doesn't.
Alright,
More useful as not thralls, is all it says.
I'm going to go dark as I add a bunch of this up, and I will be back in just a few moments. Think
So
about
who's
your
the most
blips.
creative today? Who indeed was the most creative today? I am hoping to vote for Adrex for something for that incredible Ot one. Like,
I figured that's intangible.
Oh, I mean, he's gonna get his.
yeah. So creative. Who was creative today? Nobody. Nobody was creative.
See, we had the monkeys.
I thought
and the
Adrix
trees.
lighting that tree on fire was creative.
Yeah, you know what? That did make the fight a little bit easier because that was pretty messed up. That fight. Life was pretty terrible during that fight. I will admit. So
Everyone good with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Who furthered the party's goals today?
Red ignored the flies on himself in order to swipe the bees off of Raazu. Thought that was aiding the party.
Yeah. All right. And who was a badass today?
Raazu. What was the most badass thing you think you did, Raazu?
Still swiping at them bees, even though her face is sewn up.
No, think of a different one. First person through the wardrobe.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a Hell Warren, so I think that's pretty good.
It was pretty hellacious, yeah.
And then
so
intangibles for
I got a better badass for Raazu.
go for it.
She was stuck under a mimic, a bridge mimic.
this is true.
Like she almost plummeted to her death because of and managed
Because of a Brimmick.
Yeah.
A Brimmick. Oh god.
And then for intangibles, Adrex rolling that clutch one, which
That hot one.
which broke the curse.
Alright, so I guess personal blips next.
It does say under the spell rules in the DMG that it has to be a very unlikely but possible sequence of events to break a curse.
All right, who wants some experience?
I do.
Not me.
Not
I'm
you? Okay.
gonna pass on experience.
I'll take his.
Do you want me to just split yours up amongst the others?
No, you're not allowed to have extra.
This is gonna be the week where Treble comes back next week, and he's like, I missed out on how much experience?
No, it's gonna be next week after you kill this boss.
Yeah.
So, for killing 1 and dispersing 2 arboreal grapplers, 525 experience each. For destroying the bridge mimic, 112 experience each. For 2 swarms of cranium rats, 900 experience each.
Wow.
For 2 swarms of suture flies, 100 experience each. I'm awarding everybody 1 blip for the piano puzzle. And for liberating the elven skull. Raazu, do you want to make any cases for blips?
Blade can end a life. Fear can end an empire. She very pointedly made it point to those. Even if they may not have been fully intelligent, they knew enough to stay away from her once they were routed.
Yeah, after they
She
couldn't hit you people, even after grabbing you and bringing you up a tree.
Yeah.
Protected by the gods, don't fight them.
Okay, anything else? No?
A sword arm is only the beginning of a greater world, but it's a necessary first step. She really led from the front for a lot of this combat this week, and getting rid of cranium rats and evil fly faces and other stuff.
And how does this help to build a greater world?
Well, these things are really fucked up, and I don't really want to see these things get out and fuck with other things. Like the fact that they're dying here instead of killing other people. That's great.
I mean, if they escape from here, they'll only be killing other people in the Underdark. It could be argued that letting these suture flies loose on the Underdark would kill a bunch of drow and stuff, and then that would make the world a greater place. Maybe you made the world a worse place by killing the smaller threat.
Yeah, but Raazu doesn't see it that way.
Fair enough. Wendy, you want to make any cases?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Okay.
Good is aiding others. Wendy sensed that Red was about to be attacked and pushed him out of the way in order to take the attack herself.
In which fight?
Again, on the bridge.
On the bridge?
Oh, the
Okay.
bridge, the Brimmick.
And redirection. Use the forces that already exist to create your desired outcome. Red said, "Oh shit, we don't have any more rope," and Wendy pulled off her cloak and used that instead.
Okay.
And then learning new things is never wasted. Wendy was warned that she was about to learn some kind of horrible thing that would cause damage to her, and was like, "No, it's probably good."
So what did she actually learn then? What was
How
her
to
lesson?
sense the key of the things around her.
Well, she was given the ability to do that, but what did she learn from the experience?
Sorry.
Honestly, that she's right in her argument that she made earlier with the god, because she was warned, like, hey, this thing is going to make it more dangerous for you. And in exchange, she instead, like, was able to use it to her advantage to make things less dangerous for herself. Like, things that other people feel are, like, things that you shouldn't learn are instead just opportunities.
So, did you purposely set up your ideal to be out learning things because you were just comfortable with it after 2 years of Planescape, learning something new every week?
It's a fun one.
Adrex, you want to make any cases?
Aspect, signature fighting style, energetic.
Does making a live journal count as combat?
Yes.
He
The
threw
internet is
a
the
lit
purest-
torch into a tree because he was mad at some weird gorilla thing. And basically that whole encounter where he was just angry and just throwing things, like kind of like a gorilla himself.
Anything else?
I feel like my flaw was in there at some point. That sounds like a great idea, but I can't remember.
Okay.
So no.
And Red, you want to make any cases?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my flaw. It's often best just to do what needs to be done. Explaining to the others would be a waste of time for dropping off the side of the bridge and just hurtling daggers into the bridge mimic without worrying about how that would affect anything else.
That was pretty good. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. We give one blip for the most creative solution in a session.
We thought it was pretty creative to burn down a tree to fear out those orangutan
So that's
enemies.
one for Adrex.
That's
Yep.
one for Adrex.
Who furthered the party's goals the most?
Red, because he had a swarm of bees on himself, but instead moved to go aid Raazu with hers.
Who was the badass this week?
That was Raazu. For Adrex had a good reason for this. Adrex, go ahead.
For getting stuck on the underside of a bridge mimic and almost plummeting to her death, but managing to get out of it.
So just to, she would have been fine having been stuck there taking acid damage every round as long as the mimic was alive, but you killed it immediately after it stuck her there,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
making things even more fun. We have one blip for intangibles.
We
That's
give it
the
to you,
goal.
Adrex, for breaking the curse.
You think it's actually broken?
It's gone,
No,
dude.
it's not.
It is.
That was a pretty righteous shot.
I was
That
telling them, it says in the DMG, it needs to be you have to name a cause that is possible to achieve, but unlikely. Adrix rolling a 1 on percentile die.
How much funnier would it have been if he nailed that percentile, but then you failed the to hit roll?
Oh, I was gonna spend blips. That shit wasn't happening.
All right. Wendy wins our straw poll this week. Adrix.livejournal.com was second place.
Oh, you actually put that on there? That's pretty good.
Blips are worth 366 for those of you who are filling up. So Raazu, you are taking 1, 2, 3, 4 blips this week.
Okay.
Wendy, you are taking 5. Adrix, you are taking 4. And Red, you are taking 3.
Update my
Part of
blips.
count.exe for this.
Fill out my blips here.
So,
Updated my EXP.
I got the reference you're making. I know I've played that game, but you're doing it in like a solid Snake voice, and I'm like, David Hayter doesn't keep a journal. What are you talking
Basically
about?
the same person when you think about it.
And that puts Raazu up to level 7.
All right.
What's 7?
Uh,
What's level?
23,000, I think.
yeah, 23,000.
Adrix is at 24,00001.
Nice.
Nice. Excellent. Good job.
Energetic, 1,001 more than you needed.
Let's see here. So let's go ahead and manage levels because I have to put another level into Paladin here.
Yeah, there's cool shit at level 7, isn't there?
Yep.
Like some of you guys get evasion and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice. So, Raazu's level 7 ability is Aura of Conquest. It's a it's a class path feature for her oath. Starting at 7th level, you constantly emanate a menace. The aura extends 10 feet from you in every direction, but not through total cover. If a creature is frightened of you, its speed is reduced to 0 while in that area, and creature takes psychic damage equal to half your paladin level if it starts its turn there.
So things are just naturally afraid of you conquering them.
Yeah.
Gross.
I get 2 maneuvers.
Yes!
I get
Better
more
maneuvers.
maneuvers.
Nice.
So this is actually going to take some considerable thought.
Can't wait to see him doing his maneuvers.
The second time you get new fighter maneuvers, it's like, oh, I can finally take the other maneuvers I need. Then like the third time you get to pick maneuvers, it's like, there's nothing else I friggin' want to take.
I've already
Yeah.
got precision, so what other maneuvers would I need?
Right.
Yeah, I went through the same thing when I was playing Khalil way back
You
when.
could make it so I could throw daggers at people for you.
Oh yeah, Commander Strike, yeah.
Oh, that's actually good because we have 2 rogues in the party. Generally, it's crap, but with 2
Commander
rogues, it's
Strike,
amazing.
it's pretty friggin' good, yes.
It is.
I was-
Commander
I
Strike
was
is
thinking
pretty
about
good.
Commander.
Yeah, with rogues in the party, genuinely good move.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna bring.
And
us
it also
to the end of
adds
this week.
it also adds their die, like it adds the superiority die to their attack. So if they crit on that, that's double that superiority die as well.
And Birdie attacks at advantage 95% of the freaking time.
It's true.
All right, thanks for playing, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody else. I'll be back on tomorrow to finish up that game with lightning in it.
Which one? There's like 40 of them.
The good one.
Oh, Record Keeper.
Yeah.
She's okay. She's like mid tier for lightning DPS. She's not king.